Hey everyone. Watching a national championship game right now, and Alabama is up 31-28 with about 2 minutes to go, and Clemson has the ball. And it looks like they're on their own 32-yard line. But I'm not doing this video mainly because of the game, but after I got off work, I bought about 4 books. And here they are. First up is Black Panther number 8. Still very behind on this book, but in it, T'Challa is trying to regain the trust of the city of Wakanda, and it's not coming very easy for him. Oh, what a catch! All right, next up is Hulk number 1. This is a new Hulk series that just came out, and keep in mind, this is called Hulk, and yes, that is She-Hulk, but I don't think she's gonna be. I think she's gonna drop the she and just be called the Hulk, and she's dealing with a lot of stress in her life, and a lot of it has to do with the death of through the death of her cousin Bruce Banner in Civil War II. But I'm really looking forward to reading this book. Heard that's going to be very good. All right, up next is The Unworthy Thor number 3. Now, Thor has found out that there's a disturbance on Asgard, and the disturbance was that the hammer that belonged to the ultimate version of Thor had landed, and he was actually imprisoned. And the person that imprisoned him told him, "Okay, you are going to lift this hammer. If you refuse to lift this hammer, I will kill this child who I also kidnapped. And you have till the count of 5." Well, at the count of 1, when he got down to 1, well, actually counted backwards from 5 to 1. When he got to 1, he was about to lift it, and all of a sudden, lightning started coursing his body as he was going to. Like, this is, like, yeah, you need to lift this hammer. But just as he was about to grab it, the guy ended up shooting him. Yeah. And then finally, Star Trek Boldly Go number 4. Now, I haven't even started reading this. You know, I read a lot of books. You know, charge it to my head, not to my heart. Oh, man. 19 seconds left. And, but eventually I will. And I'll get caught up, and I'll let y'all know what happens in future episodes of the show. All right, with those 4 I bought, it brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 7,672. All in, baby! Go Tigers! Welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host, Victor Dudley, and I am the Comic Hero. Coming to you from Clint's Comics right here in Monroe, Louisiana. And congratulations to the Clemson Tigers for winning the national championship on Monday night, defeating the Alabama Crimson Tide 35-31. And in observance to them doing so, I made this Clemson-themed Comic Hero tee, and to go along with it, this Clemson hat. So congratulations not only to the football team, congratulations to head coach Dabo Swinney, head coach congratulations to the coaching staff, congratulations to all the support groups who were in Tampa, congratulations to the University of Clemson as a whole, and congratulations to Clemson, South Carolina as a whole. All right, let's give away a free t-shirt. All right, last week's episode, I asked, What are Spider-Man's words that he lives by, said by his Uncle Ben? Well, the correct answer is, with great power comes great responsibility. And 8 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, their names have been entered in the drawing, and that takes place right now. So, the winner of the free tea for this week's episode is... How about that? Jade Gowan from Sterlington, Louisiana. So congratulations, Jade. You win yourself a free Comic Hero tee. All right. Here's the question for next week's episode. What city here in the United States is the main base of operations for the Marvel Universe? Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tea in next week's episode. Now, D'Angelo Ballou from Warren, Ohio, has requested a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, and this one features one of the characters that made their debut in John Size X-Men #1 in 1975, and a character that I created back in high school. As a matter of fact, D'Angelo was present when I created this superhero. And you're probably wondering, Vic, you created a superhero? Yeah, I did. Many years ago. Representing Marvel, we have Nightcrawler. And representing Super Slick Comics, we have Celerity. These two are going to duke it out in a segment I like to call
the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown.
Welcome to the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Today, it's Nightcrawler versus Celerity. Nightcrawler is a superb fencer who possesses superhuman agility, dexterity, coordination, reflexes and balance, enhanced flexibility, speed and night vision, teleportation, a prehensile tail, and ability to stick to walls and camouflage in shadows. Celerity possesses accelerated speed, absorption and manipulation of all sources of light, and the ability to sense body heat coming from others. When using his accelerated speed, everything seems to be moving at an abnormally slow pace. The truth is, he's moving at an unfathomable fast pace. Who will win? A majority of this fight would involve Celerity chasing Nightcrawler, only to be thwarted via Nightcrawler's teleportation powers. Nightcrawler would try to ambush Celerity using those same powers, but to no avail due to Celerity being able to sense body heat. Celerity then relies on his accelerated speed and finally catches Nightcrawler. The latter then says, "You don't really want to do this, mein Freund." Celerity then asks, "Why do you say that?" Nightcrawler says, "Okay, but don't say I didn't warn you." He then teleports himself and Celerity 100 feet from where they previously were. Celerity suddenly breaks his hold on Nightcrawler and is so terrified that he ends up in a fetal position. You see, whenever Nightcrawler teleports, he briefly ends up in limbo for half a second. Nightcrawler is used to it, but it can be traumatic for anyone else. He then says, "I told you." Nightcrawler wins, and that concludes this fight on the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, and if you have a request for future episodes, contact info is down there. Alright, let's get to the comics I bought this week.
Comic books I bought this week.
First up is New Avengers number 18. Now, this is the last issue of this book, and this is pretty much the aftermath of Civil War II. Now, this is the all-new AIM team. Well, it's about to it's about to go through a radical change, and after this is the last issue, but it may not be the. It may be the last issue, but it's not going to be the last time we're going to see this team. They're going to become the U.S. Avengers. And I'm still a little behind on New Avengers. I haven't really read it. I'm behind on a lot of books, folks, so charge it to my head, not to my heart. I will get caught up with this. And then as soon as I do, I'll start reading U.S. Avengers. One thing I can tell you, though, is that this book... Some of the characters in it are Songbird, Hulkling, Wicked, and several and Sunspot, or who's going by his real name, Roberto da Costa, is leading the team. It used to be the old A, but except instead of being called Advanced Ideas Mechanics, it's called Avengers Idea Mechanics, and it's on the good side and not the bad side. All right, next up is Infamous Iron Man #1. Now, I've been contemplating reading this book, and I really, at first, because I'm kind of don't really like reading books that feature villains, which to me Doctor Doom is a villain because that's who is the new Iron Man. But I figured, you know what, why not? I mean, this Victor Von Doom is claimed to have been, ever since the previous volume of Invincible Iron Man has tried to prove to Tony Stark that he was on the good side and not the bad side. And I can only imagine how that's going to fare for him. All right. Next up is Action Comics number 971. Now, this is the conclusion to the Lex Luthor story arc, where they bring him to where these guys where these aliens that are from the future and claim that Lex Luthor would become Darkseid and become a universal threat, have brought him to stand trial. And Superman's like, look, I don't like Lex Luthor and everything. Well, not from the universe he's from. He's from the pre-Flashpoint DC universe. But just give him a chance. But then he sees what the aliens see, and sees him becoming Darkseid or the new Darkseid and taking over the universe. And then Superman's thinking, okay, he has to die. Superman thinking someone has to die, especially the pre-Flashpoint Superman universe, who is a lot more stable than the New 52 version. Something's not right here. I think he's using reverse psychology. Let's hope so. All right, next up are 2 issues of the same book, and that book is Superwoman, and I have Superwoman number 5 and Superwoman number 6. Now, what's going on in this book? After the death of the New 52 Superman, Lana Lang and the New 52 version of Lois Lane ended up getting some of Superman's powers. Lois Lane, the New 52 version that is, ended up getting some of his powers of flight and super strength, whereas Lana has ended up getting, well, remember the Electric Superman from the late 90s that we all hated? She's pretty much become that. And not only that, but Lena Luthor, who is Lex Luthor's sister, who is held imprisoned by Lex, or so she claims. Well, she ends up crippling Lex and then becoming a new Ultra Woman. And these are continuations of that. And next up are 3 issues of the same book, and that book is Detective Comics. And let me put these in order so I won't have a little whoopsie. Besides, this segment's too long for a blooper reel anyway. Have Detective Comics number 945. Detective Comics number 946. And Detective Comics number 947. Now, this is all part of the story arc going on called The Victim Syndicate. Now, I've the last issue of Detective Comics I read was part of Night of the Monster Men, which is like one of the greatest Batman story arcs I have ever read, period. And so I'm really excited about reading these. Now, let me count these, because like an idiot, I decided, okay, that's 8 I bought, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 7,680. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. And here's the question again for a free tee for next week's episode. What U.S. city is the main base of operations for the Marvel Universe? And here's the hint. And before I give this hint, I want to apologize to my mom, my family, and everyone I go to church with. Here's the hint. It's a hell of a town. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in the drawing for a free tee in next week's episode. And congratulations to Jay Gowan from Sterlington, Louisiana, who won a free tee in this week's episode. But yeah, again, congratulations to the Clemson Tigers for winning the national championship. It's their first championship since 1981. Since the 1981 season. And, it's been a long time coming for them. And I also want to congratulate the University of Alabama for going undefeated until their loss on Monday night. And y'all probably saw what I did for the University of for Clemson University after they won in the opening scene at the beginning. Well, here's what I did for the University of Alabama had they won. Check it out. Get ready to freaking roll tide, baby! Let's go! All right, I hope you enjoyed that. And, I just recently found out that Christopher Sabat, who has done so many voiceovers for Funimation Entertainment, which is the company that does shows like anything Dragon Ball, Full Metal Alchemist, and just to name a few. Well, he is going to be at Louisiana Comic-Con. I mean, he's done voiceovers like Vegeta, Yamcha, Piccolo, Korin. You heard me right, folks. Christopher Sabat will be at Louisiana Comic-Con. It's going to be at the Hershey Coliseum in Shreveport on April 22nd and April 23rd. So, if you're going to be like me, go ahead and buy your tickets now. I'll do the same. And a very special happy birthday today goes out to my cousin Vicky Wilson from Sugar Land, Texas. Happy birthday, Vicky. And also, it's a new year. We're 11 days into the year 2017. So, what better place to be than where I am right now? Come on to Clint's Comics. Claire will definitely enjoy your company. You'll find more than comics. You'll also find, like, I'm looking at a Gotham action figure, a Penguin. And then you'll find more than comics. You'll find action figures. You'll find pop vinyls. I just saw a both Pinky and Brain pop vinyl a few minutes ago. And I don't know if Claire carries them, but I went somewhere and I happened to see a pop vinyl of all 4 cast members of the Golden Girls. Yeah, I saw all of them. Dorothy, Rose, Blanche, and Sophia. So if you're into that kind of stuff, if you like the Golden Girls, if you like pop vinyls, come buy pop vinyls. There's also a My Little Pony edition of Chutes and Ladders that I'm seeing. I mean, you'll come in here hopeful, but you will not leave disappointed. I can guarantee that. All right, I'm Victor Dudley. I'm the Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for episode 148. Right back here at Clint's Comics. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero, and all in, Tigers!